Over the last multiple years, we've seen over 15 quarterbacks get drafted in the first round of the NFL draft. The question is, which ones have gone on to succeed? Which ones have just really tanked out? Let's talk about it. Hello, welcome to Pro Condition. My name is Joe, and I love to talk about sports way too much. With that being said, feel free to join me in the comment section down below and give me your thoughts on today's video. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to rank the top 10 quarterbacks that were drafted in the first round from the 2015 all the way through the 2019 NFL draft. Also, real quick, before I get started, I just want to know that this is just based on my opinions. My opinion may not be the right one, but I want to hear yours. And just go ahead and give me your own list. So let's get started. Coming in at number 10, I actually have good old Daniel Jones actually making the list. Daniel Jones was drafted with the 6th overall pick in the 2019 NFL draft. Daniel Jones went to the New York Giants and has an overall record of 4 wins to 14 losses, has thrown for 27 touchdowns to 18 interceptions. Now, why I put Daniel Jones in this list over, guys like Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, first of all, I don't see anything special in both of those guys. Baker Mayfield has, really fallen flat on his face, especially when you look at all the talent that he's gotten. As well as Sam Darnold, I just don't see the special in him. If you're going to be, a good quarterback like that, you got to show some flashes. And even though I guess Darnold has shown slightly, I just don't really, I think that Daniel Jones can be slightly bit better. I feel like he's given Giants fans, at least through his rookie season, a little bit more confidence and has been able to put up numbers with not a lot of good weapons besides like Saquon Barkley around him, and he's a running back. I feel like, obviously, looking at this year with Daniel Jones, obviously he's not doing rock solid, and the Giants would probably move off if they get a chance to get a top-tier NFL college quarterback again. But when I look at the competition, I think I'll take him over Baker, I'll take him over Darnold, I'll take him over Paxton Lynch and Josh Rosen. I feel like, he's way better than Dwayne Haskins, so I'd have to put Daniel Jones at number 10 on this list. Coming in at number 9, I have Marcus Mariota. Now, Marcus Mariota was drafted number 2 overall in the 2015 NFL draft. He has a record of 29 wins with 32 losses. He's got a 1-1 career record in the playoffs. He's thrown for 76 touchdowns to 44 interceptions. He's been a little bit of a letdown. He's already on his second team, which means that the team that drafted him high in an NFL draft invested a high pick on him and officially was able to move on for him. Coming in at number 8, I have Jameis Winston, who went number 1 overall in the 2015 NFL draft. Jameis has a career record of 28 wins to 42 losses. Unfortunately for Jameis, one of the biggest knocks for him coming out of college was the fact that he was very turnover prone, and we clearly saw it in the NFL last season. We saw him be the first ever quarterback to be in the 30 for 30 club, which means 30 touchdowns to 30 interceptions. He's had multiple pick sixes, and unfortunately for him, number 8 is as far as he goes. Coming in at number 7, I have Jared Goff, quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams. Now, Goff was drafted number 1 overall in the 2016 NFL draft. He has an overall record of 37 wins to 23 losses. He's 2-2 in the playoffs. He's already made a Super Bowl appearance, but unfortunately for Goff, again, this is as far as he goes. When he got to the Super Bowl, you could really clearly tell that the moment got big for him. He's not that athletic. He's an accurate passer, even though some would debate this season hasn't been his best. He's a better talent than some of these other quarterbacks, and was a better prospect coming out of college. At number 6, I have Carson Wentz, who actually was drafted 2nd overall in that same draft to 2016 NFL draft. Carson Wentz has an overall record of 33 wins to 28 losses and 1 tie. He's 0-1 in the playoffs, even though he didn't finish that game. He's thrown for 105 touchdowns to 44 interceptions. Now, when I look at Carson Wentz, I look at him at his best. He was, an MVP frontrunner before he got hurt in the 2017 season. I think athletically, he's athletic as anyone. Take away those injuries, though. Injuries have hurt his career. And what I think is very impressive about Carson Wentz is how he's able to make plays with really working with nothing in Philly over the last, about year and a half. The guy's missing 3 out of his 5 starters. He's got a 16, 17-year-old vet in Jason Peters who doesn't look like he's got much left in him, and he's pretty much having to run for his life. And even though he's running for his life, he still finds a way to make certain plays. He keeps his team in games. We looked earlier in the season against the Ravens. He had no business being in that game, and he came in within a 2-point conversion of tying that game. That's what I think of Carson Wentz. He's able to make certain plays and keep his team in games that they have no business being in. That's why I have Carson Wentz at number 6. At number 5, I have Josh Allen. Josh Allen is 19-13 as a starter. He was drafted 7th overall in the 2018 NFL Draft. Now, a lot of people consider Josh Allen as a project, and for the first 2 seasons of his career, he really was. But this season, he's completely stepped up. He's gone from a 58% completion percentage to a 67%. He's already made a playoff trip, even though he's 0-1. Josh Allen has really surprised a lot of people, and that's why he makes my list at number 5. At number 4, I have Lamar Jackson. Even though Lamar is 24-4 and he's been an MVP, he's more of a rushing nightmare. He really is, and I'm not taking anything away from him. He's rushed for over 2,000 yards since entering the league. That's the most by an NFL quarterback. And he's thrown for 52 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. But when I look at Lamar, he's 0-2 in the playoffs. He's accomplished all these great things, but that's with a solid squad. He landed in a perfect system with John Harbaugh, and the Baltimore Ravens had 6-7 other players that were already Pro Bowl talent around him. And looking at the way he started off in the NFL, a lot of teams are starting to really get an act for how he is and how to really counter him. You force this guy to throw, and you force him to play from behind, and there's issues with him, and he's starting to get exposed in that sense. That's why I have Lamar at number 4. At number 3, I have Kyler Murray. Kyler is 8-12-1. He was drafted first overall in the 2019 NFL Draft. He's thrown for 28 touchdowns to 18 interceptions. Kyler's got a beautiful arm. Throws, I think, not a lot of quarterbacks are better than him in throwing a beautiful deep ball. He's very accurate. Athletic ability is right there. And the fact that he's had to work with a bottom-tier offensive line and a bottom-tier coach. Cliff Kingsbury had no business getting that Arizona job, and seeing what he's able to do has been fantastic. I feel like he's overcome certain situations, and a lot of quarterbacks weren't able to deal with the kind of system that he's in. Now, I know he's got great receivers, but at some point, man, you got to really admire this guy's athletic ability. Kyler Murray is a star in the making. He's at number 3. At number 2, I have Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is 25-18 as a starter. He's put the league on the notice as soon as he came in, and in my opinion, he's electrifying. With, again, bottom-tier coaching, bottom-tier offensive line, this guy's been able to make magic happen. He's put the league on notice. Now, he's 1-2 in the playoffs already, but he struggled this season, and I don't think that it's fully on him. I feel like coaching does matter in the NFL. Coaching does matter. Unfortunately for him, right now, it feels like the Texans are in a lost season, but you got to admire what he's able to do. But I feel like great things are coming for Deshaun, and without a doubt, he's number 2 on my list. Number 1, not debatable, Patrick Mahomes. He's 28-8 as a starter, 89 touchdowns to 19 interceptions. He's 4-1 in the playoffs. He's already been a Super Bowl champion, and he's already a former NFL MVP. One of the youngest players to ever accomplish that feat. Patrick Mahomes, if I say electrifying for Deshaun, Mahomes is in a whole nother level. The drop-off between Mahomes and any other quarterback on this list is tremendous. And when I look at Patrick Mahomes, I see a difference maker in the NFL. Now, he's gotten lucky because, he landed in a good system, got mentored by Alex Smith and Andy Reid. But Mahomes is just a phenomenal talent, and we've seen that showcase time and time again every football Sunday, and it's just amazing, and the sky's the limit for what this guy can truly accomplish. So thanks for listening. That's my list. If you agree or disagree with me, comment in the comment section down below and give me your thoughts. Did I include somebody that you think shouldn't be on this list? Was there somebody else that should have been put on this list? Let me know your thoughts and give me your comments in the comment section down below and tell me what you think. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave it a like, and if you enjoy content like this, feel free to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.